Hi, everybody. Boy, I really miss being with you guys every day at school. It is definitely not my preferred way to teach, and I imagine it's not your preferred way to learn, to be so far away from each other during these really unusual times. I hope that everybody is healthy and safe, and that you are making the most of the time that you have with your family members, and that you're being helpful to your parents or whoever you are staying with at this point in time. I'm making this video today to help explain to you how we're going to continue learning in the fourth quarter and how your semester and quarter 3 grades are going to be calculated. I've had a lot of questions about it, and hopefully this will clear up some of those questions. All right, so I prepared a little PowerPoint to help us with this today, and so you can pause and watch it and jot down your questions or things like that and save them for me for later if you need to. So one of the main things that's important to me during this time is that we continue to learn, and also that I'm able to maintain connections with all of you through the end of the school year. My job is to be your teacher until the end of the school year, not until the day our building closed, and we still had a quarter's worth of learning to do together in order to be ready to go on to the next levels of math. So I've had a lot of people questioning me about, well, is this going to be graded? Does this count for a grade? And the answer is the new things that we're doing this quarter don't. But that's not why we should or should not choose to do them. We should choose to do them because we all want to continue learning. We made a commitment to learn the material of this course. And even though I'm not going to be assigning you a letter grade for the work that you do, I will be giving you feedback on it if you choose to participate. And I will be helping you in the very best ways I know how to make sure that you understand the material that we're going to continue learning going forward. So, let's see here. Fresno Unified clarified our grading policies last week. And so I cut this into the document here that you're looking at. Your third quarter grade is your second semester grade unless you choose to improve it. I'm going to talk in a little bit about all the different ways that you can improve your grade. And that would be for anybody, not just people that maybe have an F. Really important point is that nobody's grade is going to go below the one that you're issued for quarter 3. We are going to do something a little bit different for your semester grades. You will either get an A, B, C, F, or a pass. And the pass grade will be assigned to anyone that earns a D in the final Q4 semester 2 grade, which, if you're happy with it, will be what you currently have for your third quarter grade. So let's talk about a couple of scenarios. The first scenario is you're not happy with your third quarter grade. What can you do? Remember, if you are happy with your third quarter grade, it's going to stay just like it is, and that will be your semester grade. So here are some things that you can do to immediately improve your third quarter grade. I'm going to have an opportunity to refinalize third quarter grades. And if you want to change your refinalized third quarter grade, then the best thing that we can do in this short period of time that we have is to make sure that you've recorded any missing homework or assignments that are recorded in Atlas before the 16th, which is this Thursday. So several of you, many of you have missing homework assignments here or there. You're welcome to go back and redo any of those. A few more of you were absent or for one reason or another didn't get your most recent homework assignments checked off by me. And so you're going to need to make sure that you upload those into Microsoft Teams. So let's talk about how we do that. Every one of your classes has a site in Microsoft Teams. To link to your math classes site in Microsoft Teams, you can look at the links at the end of the weekly calendar that I put out. It's on the second page of that calendar. Within your Microsoft Teams site, you have a notebook. In your personal notebook, your folder, you have a tab called Notebook. And all you would need to do is for any page you want me to grade virtually, you need to create a virtual notebook page. And so you're going to do that by adding a new page to your notebook and uploading a picture of the work from your paper notebook right into your virtual notebook in Teams. And I'll check it from there. So if you need help with any of this stuff, the easiest way to do that is, one, ask a friend that you maybe know already did it, or two, attend one of our office hours. In the meantime, if you don't know how to upload things to Teams, there's nothing stopping you from actually starting the work. So go ahead and get started on those missing homework assignments. So we'll finalize third quarter grades on the 17th of April, but you can still improve your second semester grade. So let's say you got your grade to a C for third quarter and you're happy with that, but then you decide, I really think I could do better than that. And so for the semester grade, you will have until May 22nd if you're a senior, or until June 1st if you're a sophomore or a junior, to change your semester grade, which will just be your third quarter grade unless you try to change it. So how would you go about changing that? Well, you could still upload any missing homework or projects that were dated prior to March 13th in Atlas. So those are the assignments that are in there right now. You could also complete and upload assignments that weren't graded prior to March 13th, but were assigned prior to March 13th. For most classes, that's the week right before we went out or the 2 weeks right before we went out. I will be adding those new assignment categories into Atlas, and then you will upload the work into Teams, and I will give you a grade for completing the assignments, just like we would normally do in class. The other way that you could work to raise your second semester grade is you could complete the Khan Academy assignments that I've given you with either a completion mark or a 75% or better on quizzes. If you haven't yet gone into Khan Academy, there is a link to a recording on the second page of the weekly calendar that I'm sending out that will show you how to log into Khan Academy using your Fresno Unified Atlas account. After you log into Khan Academy, you will need to let me know so I can reassign any assignments to you. The other thing you can do is start attending office hours. I am keeping track of who's been attending, and you will be able to maybe earn some extra credit for your third quarter grade through that participation. And then the other thing you can do is participate in the fun things that we're doing each week. Again, that's highlighted in the weekly calendars, and you'll see that in blue text. We have an all-class meeting on Fridays, a Desmos activity every Friday, and usually some other fun things in the Monday column of the weekly calendar. And then there may be some other opportunities as I think of them and figure out how to do this in this new remote learning environment, and you'll be alerted to that through the weekly calendar that gets sent out. Most importantly, though, we need to continue to learn during the fourth quarter, whether I grade it or not. You will not be prepared for the next class you might be wanting to take in mathematics if we don't finish the content from this course, especially for those of you going on to an AP course. It's going to be a real challenge for our AP teachers to address all of the content in the AP courses and teach you an entire quarter's worth of pre-calculus at the same time. So I really think it's important for those of you planning to continue into an AP course that you continue to learn with me during the fourth quarter. So every week I've been assigning new content, and you'll see that on the weekly calendars. Basically, it's a streamlined version of what we'd be doing if we were working face-to-face. You will not be getting any grades for this work entered into Atlas. That's not the point. The point is to continue learning together. I'll give you feedback, and I'll also support your learning during office hours. There are other options that we can discuss about how I can help you learn the material that you need to be ready for future math classes. And so I would really like to hear from you. What would work best for you? And then we also need to consider what can we really accomplish during this remote learning time period. I've been working a lot just building out all of the background information that we're doing together and figuring out how to host and do these office hours. But I'm definitely willing to put in other time or do some other things if we have enough people interested in that. So the place to start those conversations, I think, is using part of our office hours times for that. and I'd like you to be thinking about what would work best for you. I think that we have an opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen, to really think about a new way to think about learning. It seems like you've been kind of tied to the grades, and that's really anxiety inducing. And I don't want that to be the case this fourth quarter. I just want us to learn together and enjoy that journey. It might be really freeing for all of us. So how can you connect with me? That's the other important goal that Fresno Unified has set for me as a teacher this fourth quarter, is to stay connected to you all, to make sure that you're safe and that your well-being is being taken care of as best as we can help you do so. So weekly Zoom meetings. I want you all to attend at least once a week. Calculus twice a week until the AP exam is over. The times are listed on your screen. I chose to set them up at the times that we would normally have class. If those times really, really don't work for you, because you're babysitting younger brothers or sisters during that time, or your parents need to be using your only computer at that time, know that we can work to get you a second computer at your home, or reach out to me and we can maybe look at scheduling one more time to meet later in the day. I really have heard from a lot of people that they say that their schedules are all backwards, and that they've been staying up all night long and their sleep schedules are all out of whack. And boy, I can relate. I've been having trouble sleeping myself. I think it's just the anxiety of what we're all going through. But I think the more we can try to stick to a routine that's as close to normal in this certainly not normal time will help to bring us some comfort and some regularity to what we're doing each day. So I hope you can join me during these times. Also, we have these fun kind of Friday things that we do, Friday afternoons, so please take advantage of those as well. All of the links to these are in the weekly calendar. Finally, if you need to communicate to me, there's a number of ways to do it. You can join Remind. You can check the Bullard Remote Learning website. I'm also going to start sending out an email every week. That came up today. And I'd like you to follow me if you want to on Instagram or Twitter. I'm starting to post more there as well. Okay, folks, these little recordings can only be 15 minutes long. I really hope I see you online. And until I do, take care and be safe and try to stay healthy.